All right, so you can look down this laundry list. When you get this, you can look a lot. Here's what I want to point out, though. When we talk about dementia, the reason that long laundry list comes up is because when we say dementia, I will tell you universally, I go all over the U.S. and Canada, the next words that almost always come out of somebody's mouth are Alzheimer's. Okay, dementia, Alzheimer's. And then here's the third set of words, memory problems. They have problems with their memory. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Tip of the iceberg. You are not talking about memory problems. When you think of the word dementia, you should be thinking brain failure. The person is going into brain failure. Now, if somebody's going into congestive heart failures, can they have good days and bad days? Yeah, but ultimately what's happening? Their heart and their lungs are losing their ability to function. It's organ failure. Would you ever go up to somebody who has congestive heart failure, look at them and say, you need to breathe better. You are not breathing as well as I've seen you breathe before. I mean, you need to get your heart and your lungs coordinated to breathe. You're being stubborn. I have seen you breathe better than you're breathing right now. You're not even trying. I think you're being lazy. I mean, would you ever go up to somebody in congestive heart failure and say something like that? No. How about somebody in kidney failure? Would you ever go up to somebody in kidney failure and say, lean forward, sweetheart. Go kidneys. Now you listen here, you need to pee better. I have seen you peeing better, and this is not it. You are not even processing urine in your kidneys. You need to get the nephrons to take out more fluid. Do you hear me? Don't you just sit there like that. Pee. I mean, would you ever do that for somebody in kidney failure? Why not? Doesn't help. Why do we go up to people with dementia? You ready? Remember me? Who am I? You know me. Look at me. Look at me. Which one am I, Mama? Say my name. Trust me, if she knew, she'd say, this is not a time for jeopardy. This is the kind of thing where you get yourself in trouble because you walk up to somebody and say, where's your walker? And then they say, well, I don't have a walker. And you say, you do too have a walker. I do not have a walker. You do too. You would just ask me 10 minutes ago to hand you the walker. Where did you put it? Duh. And then my favorite, this is the PTs. Okay, everybody stand up. Okay, we give people walkers. This is the big mistake PTs are making. We're going to talk about them. I'll fuss at them. I talk about them all the time. I tell them that. Get your walker, and here's what you're going to notice. Let's let go of the walker for a second because I need you to look and see what people with dementia are seeing. What I want you to do is take your hands and put them around your eyes so that you have binoculars on. By mid-stage dementia, this is the amount of the world somebody with dementia can pay attention to at a time. I told you their vision changes. The amount of the world they can watch at a time goes down. So what I want you to do very carefully, I want you to take a few steps around. Notice where your eyes are going to want to look when you want to take steps. What are you doing? You're tipping your head forward, aren't you? Because you need to see where you're going. Notice how slow you're moving. Well, that's because you got to see where you're going. Notice that you see the bottom of people before you find the top. And you're actually a lot closer to them than you thought when you finally find them. Also notice, go ahead and do this, and then lean forward just a little bit, and notice that, turn to somebody else, and you're going to notice, men, what do you notice a lot about the women right in front of you? Their boobs. You pick up on their boobs if they stand right in front of you. That's going to be right in the middle of your eyeballs. Go ahead and put your binoculars on, walk around, look around. Notice that you see boobs a lot more than you see faces. You see more boobs? Look at how many boobs you're looking at. Yeah, and you see feet and purses and boobs, and you're seeing them. And this is normal vision for somebody in the middle of dementia. So, now go back to your walker. And if you put the walker, this is what the PTs want you to do. So, put your walker out in front of you. Lean forward a little bit. Keep your head going. What they do is they push the walker to the front edge of their visual field. So it gets it out of where they're walking. They need to see where they're walking, so they push the walker forward so they can see. Warning. Only a half hour to go. You're almost free. You're getting there. So put that walker out in front of you. Lean forward a little bit and walk. Now here's the PTs. You ready? Teepa, all you people. Dame, move up into your walker. Step up into the walker. You're too far behind it. Step up in, so pull it so your hands are back. Now the next thing they'll say, stand tall. Stand up straight. Look up. Okay, now walk. Teepa. Yeah. Move up into the walker. Stand up. Look up. Walk. Who has dementia? Have a seat. Now, what I'm getting at is we blame people over and over, and we have unrealistic expectations over and over in what they're able to do. We are finding out when we do research on falls in older adults, every other population improves with techniques that increase your stride length, get you to stand up tall, walk free like this, except people in mid to later stage dementia. And it doesn't change their fall rate or their injury rate or their death rate at all. You know why? Because it doesn't work. Because it's brain failure, not memory problems. It's not that they can't remember, it's that they can't do what you're asking them to do. It makes no sense to their brain to stand up tall like this. You can't see where you're going. So by giving them a walker, we actually increase their risk of falls. Because what happens is the walker gets out in front of them. And now they're walking on the front of their feet. And then I move it out of the way to reach for something, and then I forget what? That I have a walker, and now I've been walking on the front of my feet, and down I go. So what tends to work a little better, we're finding out, is to modify the environment and put rails on both sides and put furniture that is stable furniture and actually narrow up my pathway a little bit. And they even did one study where they put a thing of green tape on the floor. Narrow line of green tape that went from my bedroom to the bathroom and back. Bedroom, bathroom. It was just a line. And it curved where it needed to. It was near the wall where I had a handrail. They put it there. And they found that people didn't fall when they did that. And they were more likely to pee in the pot. Why? Because they followed the green line. They could see the green line, they followed along, and when they came back, there it was, right there to take them back where they needed to be. And all of a sudden, everything changed. But it was narrower than it was supposed to be. You know, it wasn't as much walkway. But that's because when you're later in the disease, you may need things in closer so you can find them, okay? When your vision is like that, just for a visit, do not stand in front of somebody because you're going to draw their eye to parts of you don't want them touching. And the other problem is when your vision is like this and somebody gets right in front of you, it feels like they're blocking you in and there's no way out. And if we have a little bit of a disagreement about something or you get frustrated with me or you're ready to go, I may feel like I have to shove you out of the way to get you out of my way. Because I don't understand. All you have to do is just go around because you're thinking my brain still works. On the other hand, stand up for my friend just a second, buddy, if you would. Stand right here. Instead of standing in front of Buddy, which blocks him in with vision, if I stand right here to the side of Buddy, he sees me on the edge of his vision. He knows I'm here. I want to be a little to the front so he knows I'm here, but you need to turn your body sideways so it's clear, Buddy can go this way if he wants, but I'm also right here. And if I have his hand like this, I can also say, hey, Buddy, let's go that way. Come on. What kind of cue was this? Did I say we're going to go down the bathroom so I can take your pants off and clean you up because you had an incontinence episode? Is that what you heard come out of my mouth? No, what came out of my mouth? Let's go this way. Let's go this way. We don't need to say anything about that bathroom thing till we get a lot closer. I will also tell you, sometimes with Buddy, I might go do 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 because he moves better with rhythm.
I already went.
You already went. Well, good, good. Right now or a little bit earlier? Do I need to have a deal with you to clean up, or are we, oh, looky there. Now, this is the time when you have to watch your behavior, your automatic things where you look down and you go, because I just took him, and he wouldn't go when I took him in there. And what we get is what? Frustrated. Let it go, and go, you know what? You have a pair of blue pants I love. Tell you what, let's go switch into those blue pants because these are going to be hot outside. Come on, let's go see if we can't find some blue pants. Not, did you pee on yourself right after we went to the bath? I just had you in there, Daddy.
I'm sorry.
Honest, oh, don't sorry me. You do this on purpose. Okay. And what I'm going to tell you is Daddy can have problems for multiple reasons. One is that I think I gave him plenty of time on the toilet. Okay, but maybe I didn't give him as much as I thought I gave him because his brain is dying and it took him a long time to relax enough. Maybe the bathroom's too cold. Anybody ever tried to pee in a really cold bathroom? And of course, y'all like air conditioning down here. I've noticed that about y'all. You get outside, you swelter. You get inside, it's freezing. There's going to be more men going to go outside, take care of business, if you ask me, than are going to stay in the house. And if you don't let them out, they're going to go to the window and pee in front of the window because at least it looks warm. And of course, we're going to blame them. But in fact, you make the house so damn cold, I'm not getting naked either. Are you crazy? I'm not going to take a shower. I'm not going to change my clothes. I'm not going to wash up. I'm not going to pee. I'm not going to sit on a pot. I'm not going to eat supper. And I certainly don't want a cup of water with ice in it. Are you crazy? So now I'm going to get dehydrated. And of course, then I go outside thinking I've had plenty to drink. And I don't have good balance. And I get a little swimmy-headed because I have 4 sweaters on because I was cold in the house. And I didn't realize all this change had happened. Is this all making sense? In a sad sort of way.